Hey guys, it's Maxi, and in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how to carry in ranked on Viper.
Dating back pillar. One, two,
What the fuck is that?
I know I've been on a hiatus, but to break my dry streak, I'm going to be talking about Viper. I don't know why they try. I still don't know why they tried. If you guys have watched any of the VCT games, you may have noticed that a good majority of pro comps always include a Viper, and that's because she is by far the best agent when it comes to defense. Nobody holds it down like Viper does. She's what Donald Trump wishes he can be. As a Mexicano que habla la idioma perfectamente, Viper is like a border patrol agent, my natural enemy. Playing Viper is honestly as simple as patrolling your wall and praying some stinky taco hops holding for a player to push through your wall. Viper's strong suit is punishing aggression. You gotta force them to slow it down.
Up mid again.
The more that they respect your wall, the stronger your presence and sight will be. Fucking L, mate. Fucking L indeed, mate. Let me break down this ace that I got. Starting off with his initial Viper wall that I enjoy tossing from the A side. It blocks off ramp and cuts off half of his middle courtyard area. And from there, it's my job to keep the streets of America clean. AKA hold mid down to shut down any pushes that these guys attempt. I also like tossing this orb right here on this right side to cover more surface area. If they walk through the orb and they try to sneak in, they're going to be vulnerable and weak. The biggest way to counter this is with patience, which is something I have an answer to. Regardless, these guys had none of that, and it blossomed into a crazy ace. But before that, when it comes to the first kill here, I heard that the Ray's satcheled. So since he's satcheled, I have a chance to take a quick 1v1 with her since her teammates won't be as fast as her. The molly helps reassure me that the help will be slow unless they want to go to the vulnerable and a molly. After that, my teammate gets some unfortunate timing and gets walked out on B site, giving the enemy full control of site, which prompted my next call out.
Watch out, they could be pushing our spawn here, sorry. I'm gonna try to clear it. I'll play it with you.
I have my ult too.
Okay.
Stinger, long range gun.
Yes, let's do this. Pop it. Pop that mug. Oh! I'm so sorry.
This ace was so stupid I laughed for like 5 minutes straight. Just listen.
What? What? Intended. Intended.
We're taking you to the casino tonight.
That's so stupid. Viper's only strength isn't towards defense. She also has the most formidable lurking kit. On defense, your job is to keep control of the map or lurk to keep them on their toes. I toss this wall every single round and cut off their line of sight and deny information from the enemy team. They're gonna have to get a little aggressive unless they want me to take the whole map from them. The more control of the map that we have, the more that we have to work with.
The opera.
After I sit down their opera, the Raze is on site making a whole bunch of noise. He tosses his nade, so I walk through my wall to catch him with his pants down. I end up not seeing the guy, so that tells me that the timing is in my favor. My plan here is to sneak up on the guy and get a nasty off angle or just backstab him.
Is that their ult?
Oh god.
I got it.
After the backstab on the Raze, I have all the utility in the world to hold some strong positioning towards heaven and their spawn. Since I can keep smoking them off, I can shave off plenty of time from the clock. At the very least, get some picks as they try to force something.
Ramp side?
One's here, one's here.
Holy shit.
Oh lord.
Oh my god.
You know.
He's ramp, he's ramp, he's ramp.
Nice.
Here's another example on the strengths of Viper. For context, this whole game I've been gaining space when my Viper wall was up. So this round we don't have the most money, so we decided to walk without even placing up the wall in the first place. I was hoping I conditioned the enemy team good enough to not expect anybody walking up this A side because I never even activated my wall. We get to ramp and we almost catch the Raze off guard, but unluckily the Raze rocket is broken and he survives. So now we have all this space and watch how I cook with it. The Omen flashes me, so I instantly run away and molly the run up just to stop these guys from capitalizing off that Omen flash. Last thing I want to do is get traded and let them have an easier round. There used to be a thing called the swoop peek using a Viper smoke that Nats used a bunch. I don't know if it got patched or not, but here's me trying it. I know with the original peek, you're supposed to pick up the smoke, but I was always under the impression that the randomness of when you pop up on their screen is what really makes it strong.
Oh, fucking dummy. Pretty sure Sky was there too.
Yeah, we're healthy.
You want a double drop? Okay, yeah. Double jump. You go wide, I'll go close.
Ready?
Yeah. We're so much smarter.
Right here, I orchestrate a double drop with my nephew to disrupt the enemy's crosshair. My nephew jumps wide, and I'm hoping the Omen's crosshair naturally tracks my nephew while I timing my drop to drop at the same exact time as him. Sometimes people freeze up, shoot in between, they can't decide who to pick, and so at the very least, we have an easy trade on our hands, or in this case scenario, we end up both living. And now a Thrifty is right around the horizon. As we're retaking the bomb, I give the rifle to my teammate that has the most health, just like my nephew did earlier. Small plays like these really make a difference and add up in the long run. Except for here, because I still end up killing the last guy anyways.
Walked out. Oh, no. I got him. That was close.
We're going back to defense in this clip, again deciding to commit myself to holding control of a major choke point. In this case, I pick showers while leaving a one-way on short to support my teammates if they need it. They end up smashing our site instantly and my jet falls.
I just fucking
I'm gonna try to go for one here.
short.
I can hold you.
So I instantly decided to go for one as they're going in hopes of equalizing it into a 4v4. After getting that pick and making it into a 4v4, I fall back and play safe and try to clear for a lurk while I wait for my teammates to arrive and help.
Maybe at the wall. Over there.
Omen has a op.
I'm picking with that dog.
One enemy remaining.
Let's go short. Could be. Short? Good round, Maxi.
Thank you. I got the up.
The second I see my teammate Skydog do U-Haul, that's my cue to peek because I'm hoping to catch somebody trying to hide from the dog or shoot it or reposition or anything. I want to make sure my teammate's utility isn't being wasted. I may swing out a bit too early, but I win the gunfight anyways, and the last guy is a sitting duck for the easiest 4K of my life. This next clip is for my first time playing Viper on Loaded, but since I know more or less how to get the most impact off her kit, I can still pop off.
Already through.
I give you one round door.
Close.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
I hear the enemy team hauling ass trying to hit our A site, so I book it to help my teammates. I toss a molly to halt progression, and I swing wide to try to kill whoever's vulnerable. It ends up being a little bit hectic, but my utility really helped us get an easy site hold.
Spike down A.
This next clip is another 1v3 clutch, except this time it's on Viper. Let's break it down. As I'm holding for this B push, this chamber is trying to get some space and I get some really good timing on him, so I decided to just chase him down. He doesn't have his TP activated, which is lucky for me, and he gets stuck and pinned down in this corner. My teammates are getting botted and the enemy have full bomb control on the other side of the map, so I pick up Chamber's operator because I am him. I'm expecting the enemy to be holding some aggressive off angle, so I'm planning on probing and isolating them all with a big funny scope gun.
Last player standing.
Poison's off.
The second is Reyna dismisses, I pre-aim mid just in case if it's a distraction. When the coast is clear, I check back and try to take out the overconfident Reyna, who's already got a couple picks in the round, so like every duelist main, he's 100% gonna overheat, and he does. After I get the pick on the Reyna, I still got a hunch that someone is mid, so I treat every angle with respect and isolate them all one by one until I find this little twerp Viper.
He was on A, I think.
My Neon hooks me up with some pretty good insight. He lets me know that the last guy's known whereabouts was on A site. I know I still have plenty of time to work with because it only takes like 4 seconds to plant the spike, so the rest is leeway. I gotta swap to a rifle here because there's so many different vertical angles that I gotta clear that it's gonna be hard to do with an op. So since this guy's not holding the spike, I gotta assume he forfeited control of spike to play safer towards the site itself. So I make my way towards A and I pop my ultimate to have extra cover to work with.
10 seconds left.
After I get the bomb down, I toss a wall to his screens to make him kinda like overthink. He's a Sova, so if I can bait out a dart or something, I know exactly where he's at. Here I'm just trying to figure out where he's at. I toss on the Viper wall to try to catch him with his pants down and I see him. I don't really want to commit to that fight, so I reposition and then I take him out here.
Oh, you're insane.
Here's a code word for a chance of free private coaching.